Hey guys, my name is Pak Selvarajah. I'm here with the one and only, our lawyer next door, Vidhu Ramachandran from Ramachandran Law Professional Corporation. So if you guys are looking for a lawyer, he's the man to go.
Well, thank you, Pak. So on today's episode, we have Pak Selvarajah. He doesn't need an intro for himself, and we even let him take the lead on this one. So Pak is not only an MC for events like birthdays, weddings, formals, but he's also a very experienced home and auto insurance agent. He works with Allstate Insurance, and today he's here to talk about the do's and don'ts of home and auto insurance. So Pak, so let's get started with our first segment.
Okay.
We'll talk about home insurance.
Okay.
We do a lot of home insurance, a lot of interaction with home insurance. Every person who's buying a property or refinancing a property or even selling a property has to get involved. They has to involve their home insurance agent in some capacity. So what are the things that we've run into? There's been always these issues we run into. So today we want you here to talk to us about the do's and don'ts of home insurance.
Home insurance. Done. So thank you, Vidhu, for asking me about home insurance, and definitely have a lot of information. So one of the first things, don'ts. Let's talk about don'ts. All right, don't. Don't wait till the last minute to get home insurance. Don't. The reason is because every home is different, every file is different, every client is different. I get calls at like 2, 3 o'clock saying, I'm going to the lawyer right now, I'm in the car, I need home insurance. Do you know how I feel? Sometimes we're not ready for that call, right? So the reason I say every case is different is sometimes a home, it's not simple. It's not just within half an hour I can get it done. Sometimes we need an underwriter approval depending on the size of the house. Depending on how many mortgages are on the title, it might not be as simple. We might need to get a day or 2 days to get that approved. So that's why I say don't wait till the last minute, folks. Friends, families, if your mom or dad is buying a house, if your brother or sister is buying a house, or if you're buying a house, don't wait till the last minute. At least call us like 1 or 2 weeks in advance. You know you're going to buy a house well in advance.
Yeah, even if you don't have the lender's details ready, at least they can underwrite the rest of it.
Exactly.
At least if resolves 50-60% of the issues.
Exactly.
You could see. So, and most of the time, you do know who the lender is going to be. Even you might not have an approval. But you're working with a broker.
But
or someone, but you know who it is. So at least give them the information. Hey, Pak, I think it's going to be ABC Bank.
Exactly.
And then at least you could have something going for it.
Exactly. And the other don't is a lot of times people will buy a home thinking they're going to live there, but in reality they don't. They end up renting it out, right? And the reason I say, there's a saying, be honest with your doctor and lawyer. I think insurance professionals should also be in there because the reason I say this is a lot of times they just want to get the deal done. And they'll say, you know what, I'm going to rent it out, but I'll just say it's a primary residence. So when we say primary residence, you're going to sleep there, you're going to live there. If you don't tell the insurance company that you're going to rent it out and we think you're living there and something happens to that house, there's a fire, water damage, insurance company can turn around and be like, you weren't honest with us. You didn't tell us you're going to rent the house out. We're not going to pay out that claim.
I actually had this exact same thing. Client lived upstairs, didn't tell the insurer that they were renting downstairs. Tenant left hair dryer in the plug in the washroom. It was off, but something happened, short-circuited, and assuming the basement wasn't done right because it didn't trip off the fuse. House burned down completely. And the insurer said, I'm sorry, I'm not covering it.
Wow.
Then the first mortgage lender came in and said, it was a main bank, and said, wait, I'm going to give you 12 months to get this fully repaired and give me back my security, the proper house. If not,
I need my money.
I need my money back. And so where do people go for $700,000-$800,000 within a year if you don't have the house to sell?
I don't know.
Right? So luckily, like a lot of professionals got involved, and we gave them an exit plan, and what they ended up doing was, since the market was right, it was about a couple of years ago, we got, and it was a good, decent lot in Scarborough, we ended up working with them to just have them rebuild the lot and sell it.
Wow.
So so at least they didn't walk away with the profit, but they didn't walk away with the $700,000 loss.
Exactly.
So it was still the best we could come out with that situation, but not everyone's going to be fortunate. If it's a townhouse or something, there's no way you're going to do this.
Of course. You can't do this. Of course.
So or if the market's like today, you can't do it. So Yeah, be honest.
Be honest.
I think be honest with everyone.
Everyone,
I think
everyone.
it's a general policy.
Yeah, yeah, everyone. Just be honest when it comes pretty much with everything. So if you're gonna rent the house, tell the insurance agent or the broker that you're dealing with, I'm gonna rent this house out. I need the proper coverage. If you're gonna live there, tell them you're gonna live there. You need the proper coverage. Now the same thing goes. There, there comes a question: how many people live in the house? That matters a lot to insurance companies. So if it's just you and your wife, say it's you and your wife, or you and your mom or dad. But if there's gonna be like 10 people living in the house, your cousins or somebody's renting, you gotta let them know because that's also a risk factor when it comes to insurance.
Yeah.
Now, the do's, things you can do to lower your insurance or get better rates. Tell the insurance company if you just recently did your roof or updated your roof. Did you update the electrical or the plumbing in the house? Let the insurance company know. Do you have an alarm system in the house? Let the insurance company know. Did you just pay off your mortgage? Let the insurance company know. Those will bring down your premium or give you a discount on the policies. Definitely.
All right, Pac. So, as a prelude to this
Mhm.
session, we had actually asked a lot of our clients coming in,
Mhm.
if they had opportunity to talk to or to have a one-on-one with the
Okay.
insurance broker or agent, what is their burning questions?
Okay.
So we got 3 burning questions for you to answer.
Okay.
All right, from the first client,
Mhm.
how do you properly insure uh, jewelry, additionals, and how expensive is that?
Okay. Very good question. Most of the insurance companies, pretty much all of them, they all have certain set limits on jewelries, cash, any specific valuables, right? So some companies might be like $6,000 is the maximum you can claim for jewelry. Do you know how much people's talikori is? Like, or a watch or a Rolex or a ring, a diamond ring. People aren't buying $6,000 jewelries anymore, right? So most of the companies are six to seven, $8,000 the maximum that's covered for jewelry. I One of my clients a couple of years ago, he bought an $18,000 diamond ring for his wife. They went on their honeymoon a couple of weeks later, and the ring fell into the lake, just like that. So thank God when he did get the ring, he called me and said, "Pac, I want to make sure I'm protected for my ring. What can I do?" So it's called an article floater, personal article floater, or additional coverages.
Mhm.
You can call your insurance company and tell them, "I have an expensive ring. I want to make sure it's covered." They will add that ring under your home insurance. Now, for that $18,000 ring, the coverage was about $250 to $300 a year is what it's going to cost you to insure that ring. Thank God he did it because when he came back, he filed a claim, he got that money back.
Oh,
That
wow.
$18,000 was paid back to him without any deductible being taken off, and thank God, lucky
So
for him.
he-
Some
for
people
him-
are not that
For
lucky.
him, it's a win-win-win.
Yeah.
So he proposed with the ring.
Yep.
He got married.
Yeah.
He secured the girl.
Yeah.
Lost the ring and
Yeah.
cashed out.
No, and then got the ring back and then bought another ring. All right, so a lot of people don't know that. So please, if you have valuables, talikori, diamond rings, Rolex watches, expensive, unusual things, I had people call me for a fur coat, $18,000 fur coat. I don't know what kind of fur it was made out of, but the lady's like, "I want it insured properly," right? Those are some things. So jewelries are a very, very special thing in our community, and I'm sure a lot of people have expensive jewelry. Get it insured. I'm not saying all of it. Some of them or most of them, at least keep it in your bank safety deposit box. But if it's one item that you keep in the house every day, please insure it additionally.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Another question and problem we run
Mhm.
into. A lot of people, last year have been
Mhm.
taking out either private mortgages, second, third,
Yep.
to consolidate debt or buy other properties
Yep.
or something. But we've always run into problems where some insurance companies do not
Mhm.
insure private mortgages.
Yes.
So can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, definitely. Where I currently work for, we can do one mortgage, two mortgages, sometimes even three. Sometimes. That's why it comes back to don't wait till the last minute to insure your home. So some companies, I don't know which ones, but there are some companies that will do main banks, but they won't do private lenders. They won't have individuals as a second mortgage on the home insurance, and therefore they're gonna be like, "We're gonna have to cancel your policy. Find insurance company somewhere else." So there are companies out there that will do a big bank and a private lender or a credit union, B or C
Mhm.
lenders. So yes, there are companies out there, but it takes time to get it approved. So it's not something that you can call your bank right now and be like, "Oh, by the way, I'm adding so and so as a private lender on my mortgage. I need it done now. No, sometimes we have to send a request to underwriting. They'll take a day or two to look at it and then be like, okay, we'll approve it now. So please give us extra time and your insurance agents extra time to get it done for you properly.
All right. I don't want to keep you here all day, but okay. Last question that we have:
Mhm.
clients who buy condos.
Yes.
A lot of people are being advised that they don't need
Mm-hmm.
insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell them?
That is a misconception. A lot of people have come to me and it's like, oh, my realtor or the condo corporation said my insurance is already covered. I don't need it. That is a false. That's a lie. I don't think there's any coverages out there or any mortgages that you pay where insurance is covered for that condo. The reason is because when you buy a condo, you're insuring everything inside the condo. All your contents, all your materials, your desk, your chair, your jewelry, your clothing, your shoes, your bags, flooring, your lights, your paint, or that expensive kitchen that you got installed. All of that you're insuring. If you don't have that coverage and God forbid there's a fire in your condo, everything burns down, your condo corporation is not going to give you money back to put everything back the way it was before. So you have to get condo insurance with an insurance company.
Like we had a situation
Mhm.
where a tenant was living in
Mhm.
in a client's condo.
Yep.
There was some kind of water damage.
Yep.
And the floor had to be completely
Yeah.
replaced.
Yeah.
They took it to condo board, and condo board's like, sorry, you
Yeah.
know, this is not our problem.
Yeah.
It's a you problem.
It's a you problem.
Do you have if you have content or
Mhm.
property insurance for the condo, they'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Our client didn't, end up
Didn't.
paying another like $7,000-8,000
Yeah.
out of pocket. And condo insurance is not too expensive.
It's not. It's not. So good thing you mentioned that condo insurance is around $30 to $50 average a month, and you can get coverage up to $50,000-$60,000 for contents coverage, and that also covers the flooring, the kitchen, the countertops, the jewelries, the TVs. Those are all included in your contents coverage. And it's a good question when you mentioned about flooring. When it comes to insurance, where if you didn't have insurance, your basic when you got the condo didn't have these nice tiles. It didn't have this fresh paint on the wall. That's additions and alterations that you did and improvements that you did to your condo. Those are all covered if you have condo insurance with us. Also, a lot of people don't think about it is, let's say you and your wife, your kids, I'm just going to say you for example, 2 kids and you guys, and you're living in a condo, very nice condo. God forbid, there's a fire. Now, where are you going to go? Are you going to go live with your parents or your aunt and uncle for a month or two? And do you know sometimes it's hard to get even contractors to come out right away? It might take 5-6 months. I have a client that we're dealing with right now. It took them 5 months to repair the condo to how it's supposed to be. For those 5 months, the insurance company will pay you to go live somewhere else. They'll pay for a lease or a condo for you to go live somewhere else while your primary residence is being repaired. So you can claim that through your insurance company. There was a couple of years ago downtown, I think it was like Wellesley and Parliament area. There was a condo fire, apartment fire.
Yeah.
Everybody knew about it. It was on the news and everything. And a lot of those people, I don't know if they had tenant insurance coverage. And what they don't know is under tenant insurance, just like condo, if you can't live where you're currently renting and there's a fire or water and because of that the building says everybody move out, you can claim to go live somewhere else and the insurance company will pay for that rental. So, there's certain limits, but at least you're getting somebody else to pay for where you're going to go live temporarily.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that, you're going to pay $200 a day or $150 a day for a hotel.
Yeah, and you got to figure out what you're going to do with
Yeah.
your kids and
Yeah.
all that. And the
To
stress.
replace all those items, right? It's not cheap. So,
And then, like,
please.
for people who are, condo investors,
Mhm.
these insurance policies, it's
Yeah.
100% tax write-off.
Yeah.
So, it actually, the net cost to them is zero.
Yeah.
There could be a cash out of
Yeah.
$30-50, but the net cost is zero.
Yeah.
So you must do it.
Yeah. Oh, and also one more thing: when it comes to investors' condos, it's if you currently own a home and you're buying a condo that you're gonna rent out, that condo will go under your primary home as an additional coverage. So you don't even need a separate policy for that. It just gets added to your existing home insurance.
Last question. Okay.
Alrighty.
Last question.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
All right. There's a lot of people, small businesses, who operate out of the home.
Mhm.
Jeff Bezos started from his garage.
Yep.
A lot of these guys started from the garage. What do you tell these people about running a business out of your home?
Okay. Like we come back to, be honest with your insurance company. So whether they're gonna cover it or not, if you're going to continue to do this, call your insurance company and let them know I run a salon, or maybe I have a private garage, like I do tune-ups and oil changes in my garage, or maybe I'm a photographer or videographer and I have clients that come to my house and we do a studio in the basement. It could be any kind of those businesses where people are coming to your house. Tell your insurance company, I do this. Does it get covered? Because there are a list of things that you can get coverage for. That the insurance company be like, yeah, no problem. How much coverage, extra coverage do you need for this? And they can cover you for that. Be honest with your insurance company. And if your insurance company says, I'm sorry, you cannot do that in your property, you're going to have to look for a company that will allow you to do that. Because if you lie to the insurance company and you say, I'm not doing anything like that, and something happens, God forbid, maybe you're repairing a car on a hoist in your garage and the car falls down and catches fire and something happens, the insurance company can turn around and be like, I'm sorry, but you're not supposed to do that in your house. And two, we're not going to cover the claim and we're not going to pay out anything. So don't lie to the insurance company. Just tell them what you're doing. And if you're lucky, they'll cover it. If you're not, then you'll just have to find a company that will cover that.
Okay. So I think the takeaway for today is be honest.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Be honest with your wife. Be honest with your lawyer. Be honest with the doctor. Be honest with the insurance guy. Okay.
And be honest with CRA. They're
Yes.
watching you.
Tax yes.
All right, guys. So it was a pleasure to have you here,
Thank
Pat. Thank you for telling us about the do's and don'ts and answering our burning questions
Thank you.
on home insurance. So we do have another episode coming later on for you guys about car insurance. So if you have any questions regarding car insurance, please let us know, and we'll try to cover as many of them as we can in our video regarding car insurance. So until we see you again, thank you from the team at My Lawyer Next Door, and thank you Pak Selvarajah from Allstate Insurance for being here. All of his social media handles and details will be in the comment section below. Please subscribe, hit the bell button, and we'll catch you on the next one.